Fortnite OG is back and it's interesting. Basically, we've started off in Season 1 and with that, the Season 1 map is back. I never actually got to play the first few seasons of Chapter 1, so it's pretty neat. The art style is so nostalgic and man, I wish they stuck to this cartoony vibe. I mean, the game just looks so lively, and the graphics are surprisingly accurate to the original Chapter 1. As for the map itself, it's boring, but that was to be expected. However, I don't know if that makes it better or what. The first couple seasons of Chapter 1 don't have the greatest map. The biggest change we'll get for a while is the left side of the map overall in Season 2, which will add POIs like shifty shafts and of course tilted towers. But at the moment, it's very barren, with most of the map consisting of the mountains and such. But transitioning into gameplay, the loot pool is very basic, and I mean like very basic. Just look at the heals. The only heals you have are like the basic bandages and medkits, and you have the slurp juice and big pots too. Sadly though, there's no minis because it wasn't out yet in Season 1. But as for the weapons, they are stupidly OP. They've returned to the OG stats, so if you're caught off guard, you are most likely dead, especially in zero builds. I do give a pass to double pump though, because it's just so iconic and spices up the meta even if it's broken. Plus, it's just genuinely fun to use. But one small thing I'm disappointed about is they added some of the OG models and some not. Like we have the OG pump model, but not the OG scar model. And they even went out of their way to add the OG sound effects, including the scars too, so I don't really get it, but it's just a small nitpick, it doesn't really matter. Okay, now regarding the movement being in OG, now this one I'm kind of mixed on. This has been a spicy topic in the community ever since the OG mode was announced, and while I would have liked them to brought back the old movement animations, I don't care as much since they've included like sprinting, sliding, etc. Because Season 1's movement was absolutely terrible. Watch any clip of Season 1 and it's just so slow. It also doesn't help the fact that there's no shockwave grenades or impulses or even launch pads. The closest we have is the jump pad traps things. So anyways, I think they made the right call here. Okay, but now time for the most controversial segment of the video, the bots. I had written a whole portion in the script before they decided to add the bots to the mode, so I had to completely rethink it all, and I do not like the bots. I guess it wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the fact that you can get up to 90 bots per game, depending on your skill level, but some people are actually defending it. Like, it was a big debate on Twitter yesterday. I don't know. I don't know what about bots makes people so bricked up. I don't get it. You see, this whole bots discussion for this OG mode really got me thinking about how I feel about bots being in this game. You guys should follow me on Twitter, by the way, just saying. You play an online game, don't you want to play against other people? Isn't that the whole point? The idea of dropping into a map with 100 real people, each person trying to get the win, is so cool to me. It makes for a better experience. What I liked about no bots being there is the game actually felt rewarding each and every time you got a kill. Yeah, sure, the lobbies were sweaty, but it's always like that at the start. Plus, there could have been a better fix than just going the bot route. Since there's supposed to be a ranked mode coming later on, I think they should have just released it at the start to just ease out some of the sweats from the casual matches. However, it's not the end of the world. I know this video came off as mostly negative, and yeah, while I'm not the biggest fan right now, I can't say I'm disappointed, because I knew going into this that Season 1 was dry. But I'm hopeful for the future seasons to fix upon the current problems while being a faithful recreation of some of the better seasons in the game. But look, we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. So what do y'all think about OG? Let me know in the comments down below, and I like seeing what y'all have to say. So have a good day.